And now I will share my screen. Okay, let it now. Okay, welcome to this lecture from Cyber Legal Skills, prepared by Saijori. I am Yassin Abdalla, Saijori's founder and director. In this lecture, we will learn about AI legal singularity, how AI achieves the point of ultimate singularity regarding the legal sector and judicial works domestically and internationally. First of all, to know what is AI legal singularity, we must know first what is singularity. This phenomenon of from cosmology, from physics. In general terms, singularity refers to a point where a mathematical or physical system breaks down. Standard laws no longer apply and cease to create effects, and values become infinite or undefined. This leads to create the state of ultimate unexplainability of a phenomenon, ultimate power of a matter. The most common and famous example for this is the gravitational singularity from astrophysics. It happens mainly in black holes in the outer space, and also it happens where certain conditions occurs, creating the state of infinite power. Gravitational singularity is a theoretical point in the space-time fabric where typically at the center of a black hole, the most famous example, where gravity becomes so intense due to the high decreasing of the magnitude of a matter while maintaining its original mass, it becomes very compressed to infinite density and zero volume. This causes space-time curvature to become infinite and non-physical laws to break down. And in this illustration on the left side of the slide, we see singularity merely is point in the deep of a black hole. And this is the most common theoretical illustration of the point of singularity and its effects and causations. In our world, the context of computer science and futurism, singularity refers to the point of AI supremacy or digital supremacy. This is called a technological singularity. Although there is cyber singularity, it is caused by the dual stream of data in cyberspace from both humans and super intelligent AI. This creates unlimited volumes of data and information streamed into cyberspace physical infrastructure, which are forced to serve this data and complete the communications that is inherently limited in capacity. We all know that global infrastructure of cyberspace are limited because they depend mainly on servers and cables. So a huge volume of data compressed severely into limited infrastructure creates creates something like a singularity here, which comes from the data volume exceeds the hardware's capability and physical limits. A critical situation emerges which manifests the brute force in cyberspace here, where human-made laws of cyberspace fail. In in electricity, in the real world, when similar situation happens, this leads to a blackout. However, in cyberspace, with the existence of super intelligent AI, which is capable of selecting data and dominating over them, AI takes over as a singular ruler to manage this overflow, determining which data will be preserved and which is erased, meaning, as a consequence, that the states who would own the selective algorithm will be the power that would control cyberspace and determine which other state data will survive and which state's data will be erased from existence. And as a result, the state's itself, existence of the state itself will be erased from cyberspace, meaning that this state becomes a submissive to other states who create the algorithm. And this is the cyber singularity. We here see these illustrations: gravitational singularity in the black holes, the technological singularity, the cyber singularity in the case of the data collapse and the AI takes over the singular ruler. Here, AI achieves the point of singularity in cyberspace. But what for the legal sector? Singularity in the legal sector is the point where the law ceases to be a collection of book texts and becomes a predictable, high-resolution streams of data, granting ultimate power to super-intelligent tools capable of handling enormous magnitudes of legal data. In our age, this is manifested in the AI legal tools, which are highly and enormously worldwide deployed in the legal sector and in the judicial frameworks. Traditional law, which is in the human era, becomes unable to tackle and to settle enormous disputes with all their data streamed into the legal sector. Here this creates something like the event horizon, similar to what happens in outer space, creating with the existence of super intelligent AI, just like cyber singularity in cyberspace. AI here takes over the singular ruler in the legal sector, and this is called legal singularity. It means in simple, who does law, data is destiny. This is the legal singularity which is owned by and ruled over by AI. In this year, in this very year, with all advancements that occurring daily in the field of AI, the question is no longer what does the law say, but it becomes what do data patterns predict the outcome will be. Here we are depending mainly on data patterns. We are not looking at the exact applications of law and the exact interpretation, and even judicial interpretations, traditional judicial interpretations cease to make effects. We only look at the data patterns of the algorithms, which would predict the outcome of the judgment and how this dispute will be settled and how will data how the data will be analyzed in the legal sector. AI legal singularity has two main pillars. Massive quantification, because of the heavy digitalizations of legal inputs and data codified in laws, legal text, and also contracts and human interactions. Besides hyper-accurate inference of AI systems like the agentic AI, which can analyze millions of global precedents in seconds from several and unlimited jurisdictions, disregarding their diversity in cultures and legal attitudes. This happens in seconds, in the matter of seconds, and less than seconds, in fact, to uncover hidden judicial patterns worldwide that the human mind simply cannot perceive, and human cannot simply reach for unless it was brought to the human judge manually by himself or by an assistant. So AI here rules over the whole detecting of the judicial pattern and the creation of the judicial logic. So two main pillars of AI legal singularity. The massive quantification, which means this simulates in outer space the massive mass of the matter, which is the reduced in its magnitude only while maintaining the original mass, in addition to the hyper-accurate inference due to the super capabilities of AI tools, which exceeds critically and severely human capabilities. As a singular rule, what would AI tools behave? How will they behave when they take over singularity, or when they achieve the point of singularity in the legal sector? Super intelligent AI will seize control because it is the only force capable of simulating the infinite power required to maintain the system. Infinite capabilities of AI qualify them to achieve to maintain the infinite power required to maintain the system of the judicial work and the legal sector. The latter are heavy burdened by massive quantities of legal inputs and legal documents. We here we here face a unique status of AI authoritarianism. In this case, AI may transition from a tool to an independent administrator of justice who will impose its own algorithms as laws regardless of human needs. Due to deep learning abilities and strong neural networks, AI will develop its own laws away from societal and human requirements of laws, which are uh, which are fundamentally required to maintain the impartiality and the functionality of legal codes. Another rule will be done by AI in this case is the data selection. AI would determine, just as what happens in the cyber singularity we explained before, AI would determine exactly which data survives and which data is erased from the judicial and legal sector, acting as an tonic reaction to overcrowding of legal data in the legal sector. Although the famous globally renowned dilemma of the black box, which reflects the AI's lack of transparency and its ability to work in complete darkness that won't reveal how it works. AI governance lacks transparency, making it impossible for humans to understand or observe how AI interpreted national and economic laws and policies and fundamental legal instruments, how it tackled them all, interpreted them, and applied them into a conflict or a legal situation, regardless of its pure nature. And this is a very complicated dilemma of AI application, the black box. When AI achieves the legal singularity, it will bear several impacts on legal practice. As discussed, the black box problem due to the lack of transparency. Although AI would end the billable hour for routine tasks adopted mainly in the legal sector, whether in law firms and or courts, tasks that once required 20 hours of associate research and collaborative works between legal teams are now completed and conducted by AI in less than minutes, not only minutes, less than minutes. AI can analyze and can summarize the factual grounds of a dispute and select which laws apply to this dispute. After it, it creates a judicial and legal logic, reaching a conclusion of this dispute in less than a minute, in fact. So, so we here facing a state of functional singularity, not only a theoretical one, a functional that really happens in our real world and in the contemporary days in the judicial world. However, this won't replace the lawyer or the judge, but it refines their rules in the legal sector. In 2026, lawyer or judge is the strategic consultant of AI and ethics manager and observer, while AI serves as ultimate protection engines. We should strictly adhere to the theory of human in the loop. AI should be observed, and the conclusion should be revised, although along with its logic. How AI reaches this conclusion from analyzing the inputs, the preliminary inputs. So AI in the legal sector must not work alone. However, it redefines the jobs in the legal sector and not erasing them or replacing them. However, regardless of the hardships created by AI legal singularity and its challenging risks, there are benefits and proven benefits, in fact, to grant AI or to reaching the legal singularity by AI tools. But to benefit from the legal singularity of the AI, legal professionals and judges, along with organizations and entities, must shift from being documents producers to strategic architects. So this shift is the main stipulation or condition for benefiting from legal AI legal singularity. First, the shift must be from prediction to judgment. In the case of singularity, AI will handle all prediction. Uh, what prediction? What is the 95 likely outcome of the case based on the judge's history? So here is a prediction, or would be made, but will be made by the AI. Your value lies in judgment. This is the difference. AI will only predict according to the judge's own history and collected precedents he made. But as a human judge, your value lies in the final judgment. What will you decide? The benefit, you are no longer wasting hours guessing outcomes. You spend your time deciding how to use this outcome created by the AI to meet the client's business or personal goals. This is for law firms and for judges and the courts meet the requirements of justice fundamentals. The action that should be done here is investing in AI tools that offer predictive outcome analysis like Lexus Plus or AI or Westlaw 2026 version to give clients and litigators a near certainty before they even file a case. This would create a solid judicial precedents that would generate a global trustworthy of the judicial AI. We must move from value-based or outcome-billing. The legal singularity collapses the billable hour. If AI completes 60-hour work tasks in only 4 minutes, charging by its hour is a financial disaster for a law firm. The benefit here, high efficiency, firms can charge for the value of the result rather than the time spent. So we are here prioritizing quality over quantity in utilizing AI tools. The required action to implement alternative fee arrangements, and this is critically applies to courts and to justice administrations or administration within a state. Firms and courts using AI native workflows report from 70 to 85% time savings, and this is critically required for justice for access to justice, in particularly to maintain the effectiveness of access to justice. By charging flat fees for these tasks, your profit margins increase significantly as a law firm, and this would create a financial gains that would for courts that would help to improve and to invest more in similar technologies. So it is critical to move from a value-based or outcome billing, and this is a financial aspect of justice administration in the state. Number three, states or law firms should build a proprietary data mode. Since in our legal sector days, in these days, data proves to be the new gravity. Public AI models like GPT-5 or 4 are available to everyone, but the firm's or court historical data is unique. So the uniqueness here comes from the personality of the law firm or the court or the judge himself, the human judge. So in this case, a human judge maintains uniqueness by his own logic, own knowledge, and own personal legal backgrounds and cultural backgrounds. The benefit here, by training private AI models in the firm or the court, winning winning strategies and past contracts or precedents, a singular legal brain it will be created, and this suits only the court or the law firm that created it, and no competitor can replicate this singular legal brain. So here it's like a tamed singular AI. So the singularity here is backed by not only the AI tool, but also with the human judge or the human law firms that observe and utilize it. The action: audit your internal data, observe them, organize them, not only leave them to the AI model. Use enterprise-grade AI agents to index your firm's or court's collective knowledge, so every junior, associate, judge, or even litigators has the intelligence of your most senior partner or senior judge. It creates a circle, a closed circle of knowledge and experience exchange within the court or the law firm. The societal benefit also here comes from the idea of closing the justice gap. Singularity makes high-quality legal advice virtually free to produce due to the due to the super intelligence of its abilities to analyze and predict and create the legal and judicial logic. The benefit here, law firms can take on a higher volume of low-stakes cases, like small claims, simple contracts, or simple criminal incidents that were previously unprofitable for law firms and time wasting for courts. The action: deploying AI first, client portals or legal chatbots, and also in the courts, judicial chatbots, or we have in courts in Egypt, for instance, we have front desks. We can deploy AI front desks that handle intake and simple advisory tasks. This permits to serve the undeserved legal market while keeping human lawyers and judges focused on high-fee, complex litigation and severe criminal cases for judges and judicial work. So this benefit here is societal benefit. Become an AI editor and ethics guardian. AI law becomes more automated. The biggest risk here, as we said earlier, is the black box, which reflects AI lackness of transparency and manifested in AI making decisions and conclusions that can't be explained, and its explanations can't be reached for litigators and judges. The benefit: clients and litigators will pay a premium for verified human oversight, and organizations and states would pay considerable attention to elevate its members and its judges' ability to oversee and observe AI achievement of judicial and legal tasks. The action required here to pivot practice towards AI governance and compliance, and it is very critical topic nowadays, AI governance and compliance, to help clients and litigators to audit their own autonomous data AI agents that are used in their works and in the judicial works, from filing the case to achieve the court hearings, then analyze factual backgrounds and creating the legal and judicial logic to ensure they aren't accidentally signing disadvantageous contracts or violating the infrastructure limits, or in judicial work violating essential justice fundamentals. So AI must be observed and overseen, and the human in the loop effects must be manifested in AI auditor and ethics guardian. So we here reached the end of this presentation on AI legal singularity. If any questions, we'll be happy to hear.